Assalamu alaikum students, my name is Bushra Khan and I am going to teach you biology, and the topic is cellular structures and their functions. This topic is from chapter 4, cells and tissues. The first two cellular structures are already discussed in the previous lecture, and now come to the cytoplasm. First of all, definition. Cytoplasm is defined as a material between the plasma membrane and nuclear envelope. Plasma membrane is also the name of cell membrane and nuclear envelope. It is semi-viscous and semi-transparent substance. Viscous means thickness, its viscosity, and semi-transparent means its transparency is semi-permeable. It allows certain material to pass through in. Then we have its chemical composition. The chemical analysis of cytoplasm reveals that it contains water, means it has water, and inside water we have two things: organic molecules, and the second one is inorganic molecules. Organic molecules includes proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates, while inorganic salts includes those salts which are partially or completely dissolvable. Now come to the next functions of cytoplasm. Actually, why cytoplasm is important inside the cell? Because it provides space for the proper functioning of the cell organelles and also act as the site for various biochemical reactions. Site means place where biochemical reaction occurs. These biochemical reactions are also known as metabolic reactions, which are present inside the cell. For example, we take glycolysis. Glycolysis is actually the breakdown of glucose molecule during cellular respiration. This phenomena occurs in the cytoplasm. Then we have cytoskeleton. What is cytoskeleton? It is actually a network of microfilaments and microtubules. Network of microfilaments and microtubules. Now, what are microtubule? Microtubule are made up of tubulin protein. They are used by cells to hold their shape, means cell use this protein to maintain its shape. Microtubules are major components of cilia and flagella. But in the formation of cilia and flagella, microtubules are used. Then we have microfilaments. Microfilaments are made of actin protein, and its function is to help cells to change their shape. Then we have nucleus. Actually, nucleus क्या है? A prominent nucleus is present in eukaryotic cells, and its location includes: in animal cells, it is present in the center of the cell, and in plant cells, it is present at the side. Why it is present at the site in plant cells? Because in the center a large vacuole is present. Then we have nuclear membrane. What is nuclear membrane? The nucleus is bounded by a double membrane known as nuclear envelope. A nuclear envelope contains many pores that enable it to act as a semi-permeable membrane. As I have told you earlier, semi-permeable membrane allows certain material to pass through them. Nucleoplasm. Inside the nuclear envelope, a granular fluid, that is nucleoplasm, is present. Nucleoplasm contains one or two nuclei and chromosomes. Then we have nucleolus. Nucleolus is a dark spot and it is the site where ribosomal RNA is formed, and these ribosomal RNA assembled and then further make ribosomes. Next we have chromosome. Chromosomes are actually present in the form of fine thread-like structures that are known as chromatin. Chromosomes are composed of deoxyribonucleic acid, that is called DNA, and protein molecules. They are only visible during cell division, while during interphase of cell. Interphase is actually the non-dividing phase of the cell. Then we discuss nucleus of prokaryotic cells. The above description is for eukaryotic cell, and the next one is nucleus of prokaryotic cell. As you know, prokaryotic cells are simple cells. They do not contain prominent nucleus. All the information is present in the form of thread-like structure. They don't have membrane-bounded nucleus. The next point is the prokaryotic cells have nucleus which are made up of DNA only, and that DNA is submerged in the cytoplasm. Thank you.